YouTube was them. It's your boys there back with another one. In this video, Virgil Ortiz responds to Boots Ennis ducking. He says, "I've always said I'll fight anybody, and every person that I've been offered to fight, he said yes. He said it takes two to tango, and it's time for people to stop saying he ducking." And realistically, only half of what he said was true, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let's get it. First of all, Virgil responded to Boots. You know, he pretty much telling the people, look, that dude ducking me. That's pretty much what he's saying. That dude ducking me. That's pretty much what he's saying without saying. He's saying, yeah, Boots ducking me. And from what it's looking like, Boots is ducking him, bro. And the media exploding on this shit. You know, it's going crazy. You know, the media going in a frenzy. And this what sells. You know, black fighters doing bullshit. And it's not a good look for Boots Ennis right now. The whole media on this trail, Tim Bradley on this trail, a lot of YouTubers on this trail, especially a lot of black YouTubers. I don't even know what the Hispanic YouTubers doing, but they're probably having a field day. But I'm just calling it how I see it, and it looked like Boots ducking because in the press conference, the post-fight conference after he beat Karen, he said, "Yeah, I might go to 54. I don't know, make the big fights, and maybe it's time for me to hang it up at 47. I don't know." And then right after he says that, he turns down the fight from Virgil Ortiz. This is along the same lines as Zepeda and Shakur. Zepeda was like, "Yeah, I beat Tevin Farmer so easily, and I'm gonna do the same thing to Shakur." Now he got an injury. Now Boots, he was responding. He was like, "Yeah, I didn't even know we was in negotiations. This is all new to me." I'm like, "What you mean? When y'all in negotiations, the first person to know is the two fighters. They the ones making counter offers and shit, or the promoters. So the fighters always know when they're in negotiations. So I don't believe it. Boots it went from him ducking to him lying about not knowing that the fight was happening. It's not looking good right now for Boots. And I fuck with Boots. Boots one of my top 2 favorite fighters, but it's not looking good. Top 3 favorite fighters behind Arrow and Deb. But it's not looking good for him. I don't know why he turned it down, bro. Now he got Virgil Ortiz and that motherfucker looking like super Mexican. Looking like super Hispanic, looking like Julio Cesar Chavez. The black fighter scared of Virgil. The black fighter scared of Virgil. But in reality, this is all a combination of past events. What's going on right now is just like Tank versus Loma. Tank ducked Loma 5 years ago, and Loma ducked Tank today. Virgil Ortiz ducked Boots a few years ago, and Boots ducked him today. The more things change, the more things stay the same. You know, they both ducked each other. It's 1-1 now. It's a duck apiece. So they really got to make this fight happen because now they both been called ducks by each other, and I'm sure they don't like each other because of that type of language. You tell a man he's scared of you. That's an easy way to get him to fight you. You know, and I'm sure Boots not gonna like this media whooping he getting right now, and I'm participating in the media whooping because I want to see him fight. You know, sometimes when you see something, every time you see something you don't like, you got to criticize it. And hopefully the criticism get through to them and they be like, all right, let me make this shit stop. Let me make this fight happen. And that's what we hoping going to happen. You know, Zepeda didn't get ostracized enough on the media for ducking Shakur. So we got to ostracize Boots. And we got to keep ostracizing Zepeda as well. Zepeda a duck. We got to give this same energy to Zepeda that we're giving to Boots right now. Because it's fair to get his energy to Boots. But it's not fair if we don't give it to everybody else. Everybody that ducks should get this same energy. And I love Boots, but this don't look good, bro. And Virgil said he's always said he'll fight anybody, and he remained true to his word. Well, nah, that's not true because they ducked Boots a little while ago. I'm sure him and Boots was in negotiations and he pulled out. He said every single person that he been offered to fight, he said yes. I believe that's true. I believe he said yeah. Or he said, I think he said something about 4 years. He'll wait 4 years to fight Boots. It was some crazy shit. He said it takes 2 to tango. So if I'm not in that ring fighting someone, no, it's not my fault. That's cap. You put out fights multiple times. He said time for some of you guys to stop saying I'm ducking and don't want to fight because that's not the case and never was. Only half of what he said is correct. Only half of what he said was true. And the true parts was that he always said yes when he was offered a fight. Except that one time he told Boots wait 4 years. And he said every time he not fighting somebody, it's their fault. Last time I checked, Virgil Ortiz had hella injuries that he couldn't fight. So, I mean, everything that he said wasn't true. He just taking advantage. Right now he looked like Superman in the media because Boots ducked him. But everything he said was, only half what he said was true. And that was that he mostly accepts fights and that he, the fuck is that? that he mostly accepts fights, and that he didn't turn this one down. That's pretty much all he's saying. He's definitely ducked before, but that's neither here nor there. But this video about Boots, Virgil looking like Superman, Boots looking scared, he looking like a coward. It's weird. It's a weird situation. I don't like it because I thought Boots was gonna drop his nuts. You know, he was mentioning his name along the lines of Terrence Crawford. You got to go through Virgil. You know, Terrence Crawford beat up a big Hispanic fighter, and and Jose Benavidez beat the fuck out of him. Um, yeah. The thing with black fighters into entering superstardom, you got to beat that big Hispanic fighter. That's how Tank became a superstar, a household name. Um, Bud beat a big Hispanic fighter. Uh, Floyd beat a big Hispanic fighter. Oscar De La Hoya. Shakur beat a big Hispanic fighter. Oscar Valdez. Devin beat a big black fighter, believe it or not. He did it a little different, but he been beating up Hispanic fighters his whole career. He ran into Ryan, now the media hate him. So, I mean, this was Boo's household name performance, but he turned it down. And it's a bad look, bro. Can't defend this shit. Hopefully he right his wrong and accept the fight, because that's the only thing he can do right now to right his wrong. But let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time, man.